a tragic backstory, and my class is a meme. I'm the ace of the race, the other parties are whack. I'm a jack of all trades, including the jack. Excuse me, barmaid in a skirt. I hope you don't mind, but I'm a devious flirt. Let me up on the stage of your beauty, you'll sing, and I'll show you just how I strum my strings. Hey now, it's just a life of the bard. Just how did you flirt with the guard? Hey, why you are a treat as I flirt with every NPC. Woo!
Chapter 30. The Bard and the Mystical Creature. Jack, scared at the sight of the giant, creepy-looking creature. What in the world is that? Everyone backed away in fright, but the hand started snapping its fingers and waving to them, and then motioned for them to come closer. Belfin, you want us to come closer? The hand moved up and down. Belfin, are you trying to communicate with us? The hand moved up and down again, and then acted like it was trying to shake the creature's hand. The creature looked at it, and then moved over to it and shook its hand. Thing, the creature said. The hand then let go of the creature's hand and moved up and down again. Then it reached into its box and grabbed the bell and rang it, and the creature vanished. Filius, what in the world? The hand now appeared to be extending its hand towards Belfin. You want me to shake your hand? He said, realizing how weird that sounded. The hand motioned up and down again, and then offered to shake Belfin's hand again. But Belfin was too far away from it, so it motioned for him to come closer. So he started to move towards it. Filius, Belfin, are you crazy? What if you shake its hand and it doesn't let go? The hand now moved back and forth. Belfin, are you saying no now? The hand moved up and down. Belfin, and now you're saying yes, right? It repeated the up and down motion. So you want me to trust you and shake your, The hand made the okay sign and then offered to shake again. So Belfin took hold of the hand with his hand, and everyone gasped, fearing that it was going to hurt him somehow. But the hand just shook his hand and then let go. It then waved to Belfin, and then leaned to the side and waved again. Belfin, I think it's waving to all of you. It moved up and down again. What are you? The hand pointed to Belfin's hand. You're a hand. Yes, the hand gestured. I'm sorry. How silly of me. Obviously, you're a hand, but how are you able to communicate with us? Heck, how are you even alive? The hand turned itself upside down and seemed to twitch a little. Belfin, did you just say I don't know? The hand gestured yes again. Guys, this is unreal. I'm talking to a hand. What's going on? Shinfia, so you're friendly, yes? It gestured yes. So that's a yes. So you won't hurt us, right? It gestured no. So that's a no. Okay then. So you can communicate with us the same way that we communicate with our hands. Yes, it gestured. Great. Will the creature hurt us? The hand gestured no, but then it seemed to say it didn't know, and then said yes. Uh-oh. Now I'm scared. As was everybody else. But then Shinfia saw the hand hold itself up. Wait? I'm guessing it wants to show us something. Go ahead. The hand then grabbed the bell, and everyone backed up again, so the hand set the bell down and motioned for them to wait again. Then it grabbed the bell and rang it. The creature appeared again and looked at the hand. You rang. The hand said yes, and then snapped its fingers and started making all kinds of gestures that nobody understood. The creature then closed the treasure chest and put the black box on top of it, and then looked at the party. I carry chest. Lightmane, are you here to serve us? The creature groaned while shaking its head. like it was saying no, but then stopped and looked at the elf. Yes. Lightmane, you sound like you don't really want to serve us. You won't hurt us, will you? The hand gestured no, but then gestured I don't know, while the creature groaned some more. I carry just. Jilgrath, looks like we just found a replacement for John and Bill. How about we bring the treasure to the temple and see what we all have? Latia, seeing some in the party looking at each other funny. I think since this creature is willing to carry it for us, that we should just keep moving through these portals. Also, until we know what all those items are, I think we should just leave them in the chest, because what if one or more of them are cursed? The sooner we find Sheila's armor, the better. Also, I feel like we no longer have the shrine's blessing. Does anyone else feel that way? Tenneth, as much as I want to try out some of those items, I think you're right, Latia. I was just going to say that I feel we no longer have its blessing either. Has it really been a month? Latia, I don't know, but it's gone. If only there was an easy way to get it back. Dalma, looking worried now. Oh no, I might start getting sick again. Sick now. I don't know what to do. Latia, Dalma, there's nothing we can do about it. So let's just get going and hope you don't start feeling sick. Glad we still have some Drana, but we're almost out of that too. Roll the die, Filius. Filius was about to roll the die when the hand snapped its fingers and then pointed to the brown portal. Belfin, you want us to go through the brown portal? Are you trying to help us? The hand gestured yes. Okay then. I say we trust it and walk through the brown portal. So they all walked through and then looked at the hand, which just pointed to the brown portal again, but then pointed to all the other ones, one at a time, which they assumed meant to just walk through any portal, so they did. Then the hand pointed to the blue portal, so they all walked through it, and they found themselves in a room that looked very similar to the sacred shrine, except for the fact that they were in a room with walls, with portals along the walls, and there was a ceiling about 30 feet up, but they felt like they were in a forest. There was a sign that was written in Wood Elf, and it said the same thing that it said at the Wood Elves' sacred shrine. There was one thing that they saw, though, that wasn't at the sacred shrine. Growing in the tree was a lot of Drana. Dalma, looking excited. Oh my goodness, Sheila created a sacred shrine for us, and Drana grows here too. She then looked at the hand. Do you know where the other portals go? It gestured no. So you only knew about the shrine? It gestured yes. I wonder how it knew about this shrine. Did Sheila tell you about it? It gestured no. Who told you about it? I don't know, it gestured. That means you don't know, right? It gestured yes. Raisha, okay, I'm confused. What does this shrine do? Dalma, it will bless us. Let us all rest now, and you will see. Raisha, but I'm not tired. Latia, it won't matter, assuming that we'll receive its blessing. All we have to do is lie down in that area over there and hope that it blesses all of us. Just lie down and we'll see what happens. Raisha, okay, but before we do, I'm curious about something else. Why were trolls in that room? Heck, how did they get in there? Lightmane, we've been asking that to ourselves pretty much with every room we encountered. Like the last room, for example. How did those giant zombies get in there? And who or what put the treasure in there? Dalma, it had to be Sheila. Who else could it be? Sheila created this place. Nightwind, so Sheila created the zombies? Nightwind saw Dalma's look. Okay, Dalma, maybe she just took those zombies and put them there. Does that sound better? Dalma, much. Nightwind just smiled, as did Dalma. Everybody laid down, and they all fell asleep almost instantly. And when they awoke, they were refreshed and felt great. They all explained to Jilgrath and Raisha what just happened to them, which made them both quite happy. They had never felt like this before. They all then took Drana from the tree and filled their backpacks with it, and some put more Drana in a small sack. Belfin, boy, we sure are all lucky, aren't we? Now where do we go? The hand pretended he was rolling a die. This hand is a trip. I can't believe we found a hand in a box that can communicate with us, let alone this giant creature that will carry stuff for us. Now I can't wait to see what we encounter next. Filius rolled the die. Well, I rolled the 7, so the blue portal. They walked through the blue portal, and then walked back through it. Filius then rolled the die again, and it came up a 2, which was the yellow portal, so they walked through it. And they found themselves in the middle of a field, with a beautiful-looking house nearby that was across a beautiful-looking bridge that went across a river. The portals all dropped into the ground, and behind each of them were more standing stones. They all started looking around, wondering where they were and what they should do or where they should go, when all of a sudden they heard a female voice which seemed to be all around them. Welcome, adventurers. To raise the portals, you must spill the blood of a mystical creature on each of the standing stones. There is no other way. Jack, feeling bewildered, that sounded like Sheila, yes? Dalma, feeling very excited now. Yes, it was. She has spoken to us again. Jack, okay then. Just when we thought things couldn't get weirder. YOLO. Well, I'm glad you're ready to play again, Sheila. How was poker with Naribo and Weejazz? Sheila. It was fun. Poor Naribo, though. He just can't find a beautiful woman, other than Weejazz, of course, to play strip poker with him. Bale. Gee, I wonder why. I had fun, though, despite him winning almost every hand. Glad he lost sometimes. Otherwise, I would have assumed he was cheating. Well, maybe he only lost sometimes, so we wouldn't know he was cheating. Sheila. The god of gambling doesn't need to cheat, I assure you. Bale. I know. It just felt like he was. Just then, Ilana teleported in. Hello, everyone. Are we all ready to play some more Forestera's Fate? I am. Ilana was smiling, which didn't surprise Sheila in the slightest. So, how did your time with Corwin go? And then with the other Corwin? Ilana, now trying not to smile, but was unable to. It was enchanting. I spent an entire day with each of them, and they were both gentlemen. I'd keep them both, but they exist in a different reality, so they couldn't stay for more than a day. They both said, though, that they'd try to come back, but didn't know if they could. I have a feeling I won't see them ever again, which makes me sad. But the time I had with them both was, well, let's just say that we had a wonderful time. Sheila, if only you could have had both at the same time. Ilana just gave Sheila a look, which made her smile. Well, I'm glad you had fun with the Corwins. But before we start playing, let's all sit for a few minutes and watch the party. I haven't checked in on them for a while now. I want to see where they are, and watch them and watch for a little bit. Then we can start playing again. Everyone sat down on Sheila's couches, and she turned on her vision screen. She set it to watch from several hours ago, and they all saw the party with the creature and the hand. Everyone was fascinated at the hand and was quite impressed with what Sheila had created. Sheila, this was quite the treasure chest, and creating that hand was so much fun, along with the creepy giant man. I really like them both. Good thing Raisha was with them, though. They just fought 3 12-foot-tall zombies, but she was able to turn one of them. Otherwise, I don't know if they would have survived that battle. YOLO, 3 12-foot-tall zombies? Fun. More undead for me to create for my game. They watched as the hand pointed to the brown portal. Sheila, I gave the hand the knowledge of where my sacred shrine was, in case the blessing from the other one wore off, which it has now. I created a sacred shrine in here in case they didn't find the portal that took them back to Duran. Ilana, your shrine also grows Drana. I like it. Sheila, now I can't wait to see what Filius rolls next. I've thought about manipulating the die roll, but so far I've resisted that temptation. As she scrolled ahead to where they woke up from resting at the shrine. Just then, Moradin teleported in, and Kurth called out to Sheila, so she teleported him in too. But when Filius rolled a 7, blue, and then a 2, yellow, Sheila got excited. Okay, everyone, we're holding off on playing for a while. Just wait until you see who and what they're going to meet next. Lightning. Spill the blood of a mystical creature? Well, shall we walk across that bridge and go up to that house? Nightwind, looking around. I wonder where we are. Yes, let's do that and see what happens. The party came over and knocked on the door. Soon a woman opened the door. Well, he said we'd be having visitors today. I wonder how he knew. Hello, my name is Mary. I'm the caretaker for the man who lives here. Latia. Hello, Mary. We are adventurers, and we just came through the portals that were over there by those standing stones. Mary. Portals? I have no idea what you are talking about. Please come with me, though, as he is very anxious to meet all of you. Mary's words obviously confused everyone, but they went inside and followed her. The house was very large and beautiful throughout. She brought them to a pair of beautiful double doors and opened them, and they all walked into a very large room that looked like a study or parlor. Books were all along the walls, and there was a beautiful piano in the room, along with many other instruments throughout. Mary, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tom. He is the lord of this house. Tom, these are the people that you've been waiting to meet. They say that they came through portals that are by the standing stones, but they're not there now. The stones are still there, though. Tom sat on a beautiful couch, and it quickly became apparent to everyone that he was blind. He looked to be around 40 years old and seemed to have a very soft demeanor about him. On a beautiful-looking table were bread and cheese of very high quality, along with knives and plates. There were also plenty of glasses, along with a beautiful wooden display that held many bottles of brandy, wine, ale, and honeymead, along with several bottles that were labeled Dragon's Flame Whiskey. Mary sat down, and Tom then spoke. Thank you, Mary. Hello, everyone. I cannot tell you all how excited I am to see you, though obviously I can't see you since I'm blind, which I'm sure you realized. If I could shake all of your hands, though, and you all introduce yourselves and tell me what race you are too before you sit down, I would appreciate that very much. Knowing all that will give me a better picture of whom I'm talking to. Then I will tell you how I knew you were coming, as well as my story that I want to tell all of you as well. Now they were all even more curious, wondering what all was taking place here and why. But they all shook Tom's hand and introduced themselves, and then they all sat down. My, you have every race in your party, and a wood elf too. How fascinating. Please help yourself to some food and drink, though I wouldn't try my Dragon's Flame Whiskey unless you like having your mouth feel like it's on fire, he said, smiling. Then let's move to the table so you can all eat and drink while I tell you my story. Everyone poured themselves a glass of brandy and put some bread and cheese on a plate, and then they all sat down at the beautiful table. Ilana looking at Sheila. Did you tell him that they were coming? Sheila, no, just wait until you hear his story. Once I heard it, that's when I decided to put a set of portals by his home. Tom, okay, here is my story. I'll try not to talk too long. I am a master bard. I achieved the 9th progression quite a few years ago. I am now 50 years old and have lived in this beautiful house now for over a decade, having achieved great wealth through various means. About 7 years ago, I somehow fell under a very powerful curse, which rendered me blind, which also stripped me of all of my bard abilities. Not my knowledge, obviously, just my abilities. It happened in the middle of the night. I woke up one morning, and I was blind, and all my abilities were gone. I have no clue why or how this happened. Ever since then, I've sought for a cure, but failed, which confused me greatly. For whatever reason, the spell Cure Blindness didn't work, nor has any other magic, like Remove Curse. The Circle of Stones appeared several months ago. I know nothing about them, and all attempts to learn about them yielded nothing. Just a few months ago, though, as I was researching for a way to cure my blindness, something I do almost every day, mostly by consulting others, wizards, clerics, sages, and others, I learned that there was a great seer who had recently come to a nearby village and was still there. Stories claimed that she could give sight to the blind, hearing to the deaf, and even raise the dead. So off I went to visit her. It took about an hour to travel to the village. Mary accompanied me, but once I got there, it took a whole day before I was finally able to have an audience with her. She was very old, maybe over 100, and she moved and spoke very slowly, and she was blind too, which confused me. But she said she's been waiting for my arrival. So I asked her, if you've been waiting for my arrival, then why did it take a whole day before I could see you? She said it was because there were many others who were also waiting to see her. When I asked her how did she know I was coming to see her, she said, I'm a seer. Hearing an old blind woman tell me she's a seer almost made me laugh, since she's blind, but I restrained myself from laughing, to which she replied, you can laugh, it's okay. And then she started laughing, so I laughed too. Then she said, come here and let me touch your eyes. After she did, she looked very sad and looked down and said, you have been cursed by a very powerful magic, so powerful that even I cannot heal you. At that moment, I thought I had wasted my time looking for a cure. But then she looked up, right at me, like she could see me, and said, but there is one thing that I know of that can cure you, but it will be extremely difficult for you to acquire it. Just a couple hours travel from where you live is a creature that almost no one has ever seen, that lives in a cave. It resembles a dragon, but behaves anything like a dragon. If you drink its blood, not only will it heal your eyes, but the curse will be broken and all your bard abilities will return as well. When she said that, I couldn't believe it, but she wasn't done talking. She continued, but you must not kill it, and wounding it and taking its blood won't work either. You must get it to give you some of its blood. That is the only way its blood will heal you. But it is a very dangerous creature and most likely will just eat you. When she said that, I dropped to the floor and gave up. Then I will never see again, I said. But then she said, there might still be a way. Soon you will have some visitors. Tell them your story and what I said to you. Maybe they will try to help you. So that's my story. And lo and behold, you just now visited me. So I must ask you, is there any chance that you would be willing to try to help me by traveling to this cave with me and see if together we can get it to give me some of its blood? Everyone just looked at each other, and then Lightmane spoke. Well, sir, believe it or not, when we came through the portals, we heard a female voice. She said the only way to bring up the portals again was that we would have to spill the blood of a mystical creature and pour the blood on each of the stones. So I'm just going to go out on a limb here and guess that this creature is a mystical creature, which means that we need its blood too. Tom, looking totally shocked now. What? You are in need of its blood too? What are the odds? This must be fate then. I can't imagine how it could be anything else. Believe it or not, I had no prior knowledge of this cave or creature, let alone that you all would need its blood too. I'm sure that surprises you, since I'm a master bard, but after I had this house built and moved in, I almost never travel anymore. I mostly just live in my beautiful home and just walked around the area here, and occasionally went to the village for supplies, of course. I was pretty much done traveling and adventuring, and just planned on enjoying the rest of my days here in my home. Can we all head out for that cave now? I have to come with you, but I obviously couldn't travel there by myself, and I certainly wasn't going to ask Mary to take me. It's far too dangerous. I had to wait for you to come. And here you are, Lightmane. Well, Tom, despite the fact that we're all quite scared at how dangerous this creature sounds, I don't think we have much choice now. Lightmane then looked at everyone else. I think we all have to travel with Tom here to this cave, yes? Nightwind. Now, I'm excited. I can't wait to see this creature. That is, as long as it doesn't eat all of us. Let's head out. Raisha. You don't scare very easily, do you? Nightwind just smiled. Ilana. Oh my goodness, Sheila. This is fascinating. Well, now I want to see this creature. What kind of creature is it? Sheila. When I learned that the creature's blood, freely given, was the only way to heal him, I decided it would also be the only way to get back through the portals, thus giving Tom his only chance of finally being healed. You won't believe this, but I had no knowledge of it either. She is a mystical dragon. I had no knowledge of such a creature, and her name is Patricia. Just wait until you see her. Bale. So I guess her blood won't remove my curse, since if it would, you would have gotten some. Sheila. Yes, Bale. I'm sorry. I was hoping it would work, but when I realized it wouldn't, I chose not to tell you, as hearing that would only depress you more. Bale. Oh well. Thank you for not telling me, though. Maybe her blood, though, combined with something else, could remove it? Sheila. I don't think so, but I guess it's possible. If anything turns up, I'll let you know right away. Ilana. Her name is Patricia? Well, now I can't wait to see her. Yolo. You can't wait? I thought I knew every creature that is in Forestera. A mystical dragon? What's that? Sheila. I don't want to spoil it for you. Let's just say that I am fascinated by her. They all just sat and watched as the adventurers headed out for the cave with Tom, the blind bard.
silver dragon of gold. Your scales are stunning, your character bold. May we see your hoard, we've been searching for miles. Maybe I could be the greatest gem in your pile. Ooh, hey you mercenary at work, why don't you join our team and I give him a smirk. I promise you I can give you plenty.
Roll for persuasion.
Now 20!